We're going to take some BTS pics. Hashtag making movies.
Well, guys, this isn't.
This is not a lie.
What are you doing?
I don't know. Where is the line facing?
We're all facing
Okay,
different
why don't we
ways.
just sit back?
Yeah,
You're sitting on my foot.
I think it should be like
Just stop sweating, Andy. Let me just stop sweating.
Hi Taiyo.
Hi.
Can you introduce yourself and tell us what your role in the
Yes,
film was?
I'm Taiyo and I'm the writer. Spent a long time trying to write it. There's passion right into it, so I went away for a while, just like a little break, like a holiday.
like a writer's retreat.
You see, one of those.
Up to the mountains.
Give myself some space to clear my head, and it really just came to me. It was beautiful.
Like in a dream.
Like in a dream.
Okay, so the same story minus
Tell us how you really wrote the book.
My friend told me this idea about people having numbers over their head, 1 to 10, and then I thought I'd incorporate superpowers into it. So the day before the submission, I decided to write down, and I thought I'd write something, so I wrote 1 to 10. It took me about an hour.
How did you decide on the powers and stuff?
Oh, you the interview?
I'm just asking.
I don't know, I just kind of thought what would make it most exciting, and I also think about what would be filmable. Because originally I had people flying around and shooting lasers and being
What,
awesome.
so you really thought this film was filmable for a uni society? This was your realistic version?
Yeah, it's not realistic.
There are some elements of it that's a bit...
Some things are tricky,
Some
like
things are tricky.
the whole hands turning into blades of steel.
Yeah.
But I wanted
and
to
then,
make it a
running
challenge.
through...
But yeah, I just try to think of, realistic powers. That makes no sense. I mean, sort of, filmable powers to a certain extent. And yeah, apparently I didn't achieve that, so that's great.
Do you enjoy working with everyone who was making the film and coming along to the shoots and things like that?
I did, yeah. I honestly believe they definitely made it a lot better than it would have been. Probably wouldn't have been that great, but they did a good job.
I haven't seen anything yet.
Oh.
That's ominous.
She doesn't mean that. She means it's going to be great.
The
Just
confidence in the front.
Confidence.
So,
Thank you, Taiyo. We have a few more
Stop
questions
that
for
there.
you.
Eve.
Why?
Because, her number's 7, and she's a really nice character, and people think, oh, she's really nice, so she just has a really good power and a high number, but I think what people don't realise is she's actually not a nice person, because if you have a high number, it means you use your power for bad reasons. So I think people don't realise that, and I think that's kind of cool.
I don't know.
That's really cool. That is really cool. I like you a little less now.
It'd be mind control. Like David Tennant in Jessica Jones.
So in Jessica Jones, have you seen that?
No?
Oh, well the main bad guy.
What an example?
Played by David Tennant as a
Played by
Brit.
David Tennant.
Yep.
He can control people using mind control. He's the
Yeah,
bad
but he's
guy.
a twisted
But he's a little bit more sinister than that, so I wouldn't be that sinister.
You wouldn't wear purple suits all the time.
No, I still would.
Thank you, Taiyo.
You're welcome.
Hi.
Hi there, I'm Lauren. I'm the producer for 1 to 10.
Lauren, tell us about your role in working on the film. How was it?
Okay, so my role is a producer, I said that. Basically what I do is just make sure that everything is going well and everything will happen on time to a certain extent. I think we overran one shoot by 5 hours, but
That's pretty good going.
Yeah, kind of. And yeah, just booking locations, making sure that costumes are being designed, everything's ready for the shoot, and then overseeing the kind of editing process, just all the logistics. A lot of paper form filling, which isn't the best, but yeah, it was fun.
Would you say it was a stressful experience at times?
At times, definitely. Locations and getting people there on time when they didn't know where they were going, was really, really stressful. And because there was just so many people on set, especially in the warehouse, it was kind of like herding cats at times with the actors because they all wanted to... Cats? Herding
Like,
cats?
yeah, we had to sort of entice them with games.
Yeah, we literally had them playing Zip Zap Boing so that they wouldn't just go running away. No, I mean herding cats. Herding sheep's easy. Have you tried to herd a cat?
Have you?
But yeah, so it was definitely stressful at times. But now it's the nice part. Now is the kind of editing process and kind of seeing how all of our hard work is coming together, which is quite exciting. So what I really enjoyed was working with so many new people. Like usually I've made a few films before, but they've been with people who I already knew. So this has been quite exciting because I got to meet a lot of new people and find out like how other people do filmmaking and that kind of thing, which was quite fun.
And do you make a lot of films?
Not a lot, no. Some.
How long have you been a member of the Film Society?
I think it's just started this year, so I joined at the beginning of the year, so half a year.
Who's your favourite character in the film?
I'd say my favourite character was probably Eve. I know Taiyo said that she's quite evil, but that doesn't come across to me. In my head she's just really nice and she's really sweet, and she's also got the power of time travel, which is like my dream. So yeah, probably Eve.
And would that be your superpower of choice then? Time travel?
Yeah, I think either time travel or like teleportation, because I spend so much time like on trains getting to places. I'd rather
This
just
is
like,
what you would use your superpower for, making your commute easier.
Yeah, and
That's
like
so boring.
if I was like now for example, it's really, really cold, I could go to China and it could be really warm.
But would you not prefer like world domination?
No,
Rather than like...
that sounds really stressful. I'd rather a stress-free life as a producer.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It would be quite stressful actually, I didn't think of that.
Yeah, like all these people are trying to kill you.
Hi Georgia.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Can you talk to us about who you are, what your role on the film was, and why you decided to do it?
So yeah, name's G. I direct.
That has to be edited out.
No, remove that.
Keep that.
Whatever,
Oh,
T.
crumb. I directed Yeah, I'm Georgia. I directed 1 to 10. Honestly, I don't exactly think I can tell you what the role of director is. It was really good fun, but it was stressful. There's a lot of thinking on your feet, which I wasn't 100% prepared for.
Like when the camera died.
Like when the camera continued to die, or we didn't have a cameraman, or we didn't have a sound technician,
Yeah.
or the main character hadn't pitched up yet.
Yeah. And when we had to like redo the...
Or when we rewrote the
Yeah.
film whilst filming on set.
That was fun.
That was
a
great, yeah.
moment.
There were a lot of problems. I think the fun was like the McDonald's reward at like 11 a.m. That was pretty much
Sounds
it.
yummy.
Huh?
That sounds really good.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Okay.
I've done a couple of videos before. One was sort of a documentary type thing where I basically asked 50 people on the street the same question, which was really good fun. But this is the largest thing I've ever done. Definitely, like, I went to film school in New York a couple of years ago, but still the project I made then was only a group of 4 of us. So sort of being in control of, I don't know how many of us, like,
There were like 20.
yeah, 20 of us is definitely by far the largest. Vera, sorry. Yeah. I will always favour the bitch. I feel like I can really sort of relate to them in quite a lot of
You
sense.
can't swear.
She can. She does relate very well.
Yeah. Managed to not make too many enemies on this project, which is kind of cool. But yeah, no, she's awesome. She's cool. Has a lot of confidence. Just a bit more of an interesting character. I feel like the good guy is just so boring. Like, you're gonna do good, great. That's it.
Yeah.
But bitches, like, you can be bad in so many different ways. It's cool. I've given this a surprising amount of thought. I've really fixated on this. To be honest, I fixated on this like ages ago because my favourite superpower used to be the power to refill things. So like your bank account, your mug of tea, your enemy's bladder, like really good shit. Sorry, I'm trying again. But I've changed it to not be a time traveler, but be in control of time. So you can make everything go backwards, everything go forwards, speed it up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like in general, keep everything on a slower pace, or just pause it for however long you want.
That's much better
Yeah,
than
I really
refilling
like that.
things.
Yeah.
So
You made
that,
the right
You
choice.
upgraded.
so yeah, to be in control of time.
Do you remember that was that like children's TV show with the guy with the watch? So kind of like that. He used to like control time with his little watch.
Is that Ben 10? Ben 1 to 10?
1 to 10.
No, this was different. This was like a stop.
I like that Japanese kid that could turn into a dragon. No one wants that. It's called American Dragon. That's it, American Dragon. That was a good
I
show.
didn't know. What's your favourite scene to shoot?
I don't know actually. What was my favourite scene to shoot? I think with the warehouse, because we were trying to choreograph a fight scene, and we did actually have access to this incredible location for free.
Yeah.
That was probably the most fun. There wasn't one particular shot, but there was so much available to us,
Yeah.
and we could try and come up with really creative, really interesting ways. So there's one scene involving the garage door, which we only realised in like the last half hour of shooting the whole thing, and yeah. Sorry, it's alright. So yeah, just any warehouse was really challenging but really exciting. Would we work together again, or do we hate each other?
I think we're fine.
There we go.
Says
That's
it
the
all.
answer.
No, I
Yeah.
definitely.
I wouldn't mind working with it again.
No, I think it's good.
I think
I didn't like. I think we had quite a good system.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I let
that's
you
good.
do
Yeah,
what you
I
wanted.
agree.
Yeah. Like I could just tell. Lauren would send
Ty's a
me.
bit of the weak link in this.
Lauren would send me like angry Facebook messages, but she made them unangry by just putting like a smiley face at the end of it.
See, I didn't
Sorry.
know that
Every
you
sentence
knew that
is
system. I thought you were just
No, I knew you weren't actually being nice. I'm an
in my
idiot.
head.
In your
I was so
head.
subtle.
Just all the emojis.
Hearts and love.